the money for this
thank
project.
the member for Ballarat. Question is the motion be agreed to, and I call the member for Mackellar.
Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker. Mr Deputy Speaker, when I first saw this motion on the notice paper, I thought it might be that the Labor Party was coming in here to apologise for all their failures in infrastructure throughout Australia. I mean, after all, what the Labor Party could tell us about infrastructure, the Babylonians could tell us about proper treatment of the Cretans. Or is that Cretans, Mr Deputy Speaker? Because I come from a part of Sydney that has three out of the 10 most congested roads in Australia. And the state Labor government has decided, even before the project has begun, that they will cancel the first piece of proper road infrastructure in my part of the area before it has even started. What does Luke Foley and the New South Wales Labor opposition have to say about the Road Tunnel Beaches link? They call it a vanity project, because that's what they think about infrastructure in New South Wales. They've got so sick and tired of cancelling their own projects, they've started cancelling our projects instead. This is a party that is wedded to cancellations. When you think about the previous state government in New South Wales, all you can think of is a history of incompetence and ineptitude and cancellations of infrastructure from one end of the state to the other. The one piece of infrastructure that they don't to decide to build was the Macquarie Park Railway, which was a contract signed by the previous Fay government, but they wouldn't leave that alone. What they decided to do was they halved the length that it went and doubled the cost of it. I mean, this is a party that cannot deliver on anything. I mean, the New South Wales Labor Party under Bob Carr, Morris Yemmer, Christina Keneally and, of course, Nathan Rees, let's not forget him, announced 28 infrastructure projects but cancelled 32. In fact, they were so keen to cancel projects that sometimes they didn't have time to actually announce them. Then we get to, what was Bob Carr's answer to all of this? Well, Sydney's full. Everyone leaves Sydney because we can't be bothered actually building, much less funding an infrastructure project in Sydney. They cannot bring themselves to actually make the lives of people in cities better off. But there are some pieces of infrastructure they'll build. I mean, they were very keen on starting coal mines in New South Wales, just as long as you happen to be a member of the New South Wales Cabinet or a friend of someone in the New South Wales Cabinet. This is the party that spawned Bob Carr. This is, the state branch that spawned Bob Carr, Mark Latham, Ian McDonald, Joe Tripodi, Eddie O'Beid, and they have the gall to come in here and lecture Australia about how they need better infrastructure. Compare that to the New South Wales state government at the moment. It's delivering $77 billion worth of state transport infrastructure and it has plans to deliver another $111 billion over the next 4 years, including the North West Metro that will be extended underneath the harbour all the way to Bankstown, that will move 45,000 people an hour on driverless trains, state-of-the-art, run by the same company that runs the train system in Hong Kong, compared to what Sydney Rail currently does, which is 25,000 people an hour. They're building the North Connects, which is a piece of infrastructure that was first planned in Sydney in the 1950s. They're building West Connects, another piece of infrastructure that was first planned in the 1950s, but never, not once, did the State Labor Party in New South Wales get anywhere close to doing it. Beaches Link, which is now being planned for the Northern Beaches, to alleviate the pain and suffering of tens of thousands of families on the Northern Beaches, families that Luke Foley and the New South Wales Labor Party don't care about, was initially planned in the 1950s. And what did Labor do? Well, I'll tell you what they did. Neville Rand sold off the road corridors, so it couldn't be built, and now it has to go underground. And when you think at a national level about what Labor delivered in terms of transport infrastructure, well, you think of pink bats and school halls. I mean, a lot of good that did to actually alleviate the suffering of people who could not get home to see their families, who could not get to work on time, the stress and anxiety that congestion in our major cities is causing. And what's Mark Latham's answer? Well, Mark Latham says we should tell foreigners to go away. He has no answer in terms of how to alleviate the problem of people who are actually living in our cities right now. The New South Wales Liberal Party is doing it, and so are we at a federal level. We are investing a record $75 billion from 2019 to 2027 in airport, rail and other transport infrastructure to improve the lives of all Australians.
Allotted for